Hello and welcome. I'm Kevin Wesbroom, Senior Partner at Aon Hewitt, and we're here today to talk about the Aon Hewitt DC survey. This was a survey of over 2,000 individuals that we carried out in November 2014 about their intentions in the light of the fundamental changes in the 2014 budget. I'm joined here today by Sophia Singleton and Anne Swift, two specialists in our DC team. Sophia, one of the key findings from the survey is that there appears to be a newfound sense of realism amongst members about their retirement expectations.
That's true, Kevin. We found that nearly 2/3 of the respondents signalled that they expect their pension to be less than 50% of their salary. Almost half expect to retire between the ages of 66 and 70, and nearly 1 in 10 don't expect to be able to retire until they reach their 70s. In this way, the old expectation of a pension of 2/3 of salary is really now consigned to the history books, at least for private sector DC members. Our data shows the traditional 2/3 has really been replaced by a realistic 1/3.
So 2/3 is dead, long live 1/3.
Yes.
In some senses, that's good news that people are being realistic, that you can't manufacture a generous pension from low contributions, but it still leaves us with the basic problem of low contributions.
Yes, unfortunately, we're still seeing that around a quarter of employees contribute less than 5% of their salary, and a disproportionate number of these were relatively young. The majority of people, over half, contribute between 5 and 10% of their salary towards pensions, with only 1 in 5 contributing over 10%.
And this 1/4 of people who are paying less than 5% of their salary, surely that's a problem.
You're right, it's concerning. Where employees aren't paying enough contributions to give them realistic retirement incomes, we believe employers should consider encouraging them to save more. In such instances, there may be a strong case for incorporating US-style auto-escalation techniques. Research in the US has shown that these types of techniques can lead to almost doubling of member savings rates within only 5 years.
And if auto-escalation isn't the only answer, what are the other options for employers to consider?
Well, first and foremost, there certainly seems to be a lack of awareness amongst employees that typically their employer is not only matching, but actually contributing more to their pension. So the employers probably need to do more to explain and communicate to members the level of support that they're providing for pension pots. And employers need to think carefully about the right tools and methodologies to educate their members about the consequences of their contribution decisions, so that they're empowered to make the right choices and perhaps the right compromises to achieve their ultimate retirement goals.
So this growing realisation about the harsh realities of pensions going forward, does it extend to the way in which people expect to plan their retirement, Sophia?
Yes, it does. Only just under half the sample expected to be able to adopt the traditional approach to retirement. That is, working full-time and then retiring fully from all paid employment. But I think most worryingly, the remainder expect to ease into retirement by working part-time before they retire. And quite shockingly, 1 in 20 expect not to retire at all.
So Anne, if we park the 1 in 20 who will never retire, what about the other majority here who seem to have this idea of a glide or a transition into retirement rather than event? Sounds very nice for the individuals, but what about their employers?
Well, it's a challenge, and I think dealing with those challenges will be easier if the employers are aware of the retirement intentions of their employees. And of course, these intentions will be related to the adequacy or inadequacy of the pension provision. So engaging with employees well before their retirement plans are put into action and reviewing pension provision, which is where auto-escalation may play a role, will help employers manage their workforces more effectively and simultaneously help employees achieve the type of retirement they expect.
Thank you both.
Thank you, Kevin.
For more information on DC or our survey, please contact us at inquiries@aonhewitt.com or call us on 0800 279 5588. Visit aonhewitt.co.uk/DC pensions, or of course, speak to your usual Aon Hewitt consultant.